Forget the red carpet glitz. Forget the carefully crafted Hollywood smiles. Today, we're not talking about premieres or premieres. This is real life, raw, unfiltered, and unfolding in a courtroom. And today, we're diving deep into Blake Lively versus Justin Baldoni, a lawsuit that has shaken the entertainment industry to its core. From harassment allegations to retaliation, a $650 million legal war, and even a brief subpoena against Taylor Swift. This is one of the most explosive Hollywood legal showdowns in recent memory, and it's still unfolding. Let's take it from the top. The bombshell lawsuit that shook Hollywood. Late 2024, the entertainment world was blindsided when Blake Lively, star of It Ends With Us, filed a federal harassment and defamation lawsuit in New York against her co-star and director Justin Baldoni and his production company, Wayfarer Studios. This wasn't just a PR crisis. It was a full-blown legal war. In the official court documents, Lively described numerous disturbing incidents on set. Baldoni allegedly inserted sexual and nude scenes without warning, including for a character who was underage in the script. There were no intimacy coordinators present, despite industry protocol. Even more invasive, she claimed Baldoni and producer Jamie Heath entered her trailer uninvited on multiple occasions, including when she was breastfeeding her infant daughter. Let that sink in. Even worse, she claimed these instances weren't isolated. She painted a picture of a pattern of boundary violations, including non-consensual physical closeness during rehearsals and filming. It wasn't just physical. Lively accused Baldoni of weaponizing PR tactics against her, launching what she described as a retaliatory smear campaign aimed at destroying her credibility and reputation. And yes, she claimed to have receipts, subpoenaed emails, text messages, and even internal crisis comms documents from Baldoni's team. The backlash was swift. Within weeks, WME agency, which previously represented Baldoni, dropped him. Baldoni's legal counterstrike, $650 million and a PR offensive. But this was far from over. Just as the media frenzy around Lively's lawsuit peaked, Baldoni fired back with a vengeance. In December 2024, Baldoni sued the New York Times for $250 million, accusing the paper of publishing a cherry-picked and sensationalized account of Lively's claims. According to Baldoni, the Times deliberately omitted context that painted him in a better light, but the real bombshell was yet to come. In January 2025, Baldoni filed a $400 million countersuit against Blake Lively, her husband Ryan Reynolds, her longtime publicist Leslie Sloan's agency, Vision PR. According to Baldoni's camp, Lively was never a victim. Instead, they claim she tried to hijack creative control of the film through manipulation and threats, turned on Baldoni when her creative decisions backfired, and allegedly weaponized her inner circle, including Reynolds and Sloan, to crush Baldoni's career. And here's where things go full Hollywood. To defend himself publicly, Baldoni launched a website, thelawsuitinfo.com. The site promised a timeline of events, leaked texts, and behind-the-scenes footage to clear his name. To critics, it felt like a smear campaign in reverse. To fans, a front-row seat to a courtroom drama unlike anything they'd seen before. Enter Taylor Swift and the Swift exit. Just when it seemed like every tabloid headline had been written, Taylor Swift, yes, the Taylor Swift, was pulled into the drama. Why? Text messages obtained during discovery allegedly mentioned Swift supporting Lively's script changes and meeting with the couple at their NYC penthouse. According to Baldoni's legal team, Swift's words may have pressured Baldoni creatively. One now infamous text from Lively even referenced Swift, comparing herself to Daenerys Targaryen and calling Reynolds and a redacted person, allegedly Swift, her dragons. But Swift's team wasn't having it. They slammed the subpoena, calling it a transparent attempt to draw attention by exploiting her celebrity. Miss Swift had no role in casting, scripting, or direction of this film. She had licensed a song just like 19 other artists. That was it. And within weeks, Baldoni's team withdrew the subpoena. Swift was officially out. Lively's team called it a win against celebrity exploitation. And honestly, they weren't wrong. Legal developments, a major win for Lively. In June 2025, Blake Lively scored a critical legal victory. A federal judge, Louis J. Lyman, officially dismissed Justin Baldoni's $400 million countersuit against Lively, her husband Ryan Reynolds, and her publicist Leslie Sloan. The court called Baldoni's lawsuit a sham, stating that Lively's original harassment allegations were legally protected and could not be used as grounds for defamation or civil extortion claims. In other words, Lively had every legal right to speak out, but that wasn't all. Just weeks later, Baldoni's legal team announced they would not refile or amend any part of the dismissed countersuit. That move effectively ended Baldoni's attempt to legally strike back at Lively and her inner circle. This moment marked a turning point. While the public battle had been messy and complex, this ruling was a clean win for Lively and a clear setback for Baldoni's camp. However, it's important to note, Lively's original lawsuit is still active. The claims of harassment and retaliation remain unresolved, and the trial is scheduled for March 2026. So while Baldoni's countersuit is dead, Lively's case marches forward, and the stakes are only getting higher. A legal earthquake for Hollywood. Regardless of the verdict, this case is already making waves in the entertainment industry. The lawsuit raises urgent questions about the necessity of intimacy coordinators, respecting on-set boundaries, handling harassment complaints, and the increasing use of media warfare in legal battles. It's a cautionary tale of how celebrity influence, media narratives, and legal strategy intertwine. But more importantly, it's exposing the deep cracks in how Hollywood handles allegations, investigations, and power plays behind closed doors. What happens when a star as famous as Blake Lively says enough? What happens when the accused fights back with $650 million worth of lawsuits and websites? This isn't just a battle of reputations. It's a battle over how Hollywood functions and how it will evolve post-Me Too. What happens next? With Baldoni's massive countersuit thrown out and Lively's harassment case moving forward, all eyes are now on what comes next. And let's be clear, this is far from over. The next few months will be dominated by continued discovery. Both legal teams are likely deep in subpoenas, depositions, and document reviews. Expect new evidence to surface, possibly including emails, production memos, and witness testimonies. Then comes the pre-trial legal chess match. Lawyers on both sides will likely file motions to exclude certain pieces of evidence or limit what the jury can see. These strategic moves could drastically shape how the trial plays out. Despite the March 2026 trial date, a settlement is always possible. Neither party may want the personal or professional toll of a public courtroom drama, especially with reputations, careers, and future projects at stake. Meanwhile, media coverage will explode as the trial date nears. Every new filing, every leaked detail will be picked apart across social media, press briefings, and YouTube breakdowns, just like this one. So buckle up. The legal fight between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni isn't just about two stars. It's a defining moment for power, privacy, and accountability in Hollywood. Why this case resonates so deeply. While the lawsuit itself is packed with scandal, legal maneuvers, and Hollywood A-listers, there's a deeper reason why this case has captivated millions. It mirrors broader cultural tensions. At its core, this isn't just about Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni. It's about who gets to control the narrative and what happens when power dynamics are challenged in public. The Me Too movement shifted the way we talk about misconduct, but this case shows that even in 2025, the rules of accountability are still being written. It also highlights the complexity of being a public figure today. One tweet, one leak, one interview can shift an entire legal strategy or sway public opinion overnight. When you add in fandoms, celebrity alliances, and media spin, truth often gets buried under the weight of virality. And for many watching from the outside, this case isn't just entertainment, it's validation. Validation for those who faced retaliation for speaking up. Validation for those who felt silenced in creative industries. And even for those skeptical of celebrity power, this trial represents a chance to see if justice truly functions the same at the top. As March 2026 approaches, this story is no longer just about what happened on a film set. It's about what kind of Hollywood we want to see next. Your take matters. This isn't just a headline. This is a case that could reshape how power and accountability function in the film industry. What do you think? Is Blake Lively exposing a toxic reality? Or is Justin Baldoni the target of an elaborate reputation takedown? Let's talk about it in the comments below. And if you want more real talk on Hollywood's biggest scandals, courtroom chaos, and celebrity controversies, hit that like button, subscribe, and smash the notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive. We'll be watching this case closely, and so will the rest of Hollywood.